Anil with the Canadian Securities Exchange. We're here today at the PDAC conference in Toronto for 2020. I have a pleasure of sitting down with Dan Audet. Dan is the founder of Moon Patrol VR. I apologize. And I'm going to let Dan talk a little bit about what Moon Patrol's role is within the mining sector.
We are Moon Patrol VR, but AR is closely related, as is XR and MR. And we're going to use all the R's in the alphabet probably at some point. But it's all a new way to visualize data. So, some people will ask me, why is VR important? The short answer, which is actually a little bit long, is that VR is a whole new way to visualize data. Mining data, traditionally, back in the 1930s, was plotted on linen sheets, and actual big books of linen sheets where you could draw the lines on it, and then you had to flip through these sheets to envision how the structure was underground. So in the 1950s, the Mylar was invented, and then you could see through about 6 sheets at the same time. And so mining engineers and geologists could plot these lines in these books and see through several sheets, and it would help you to visualize spatially what was happening underground. So that was a quantum leap forward in mining data visualization. Fast forward to 1991, when PCs became ubiquitous, and everybody put this data into a computer in a digital form, and that was considered to be a huge step forward, another quantum leap. But it's still on a 2D screen. When you're looking at a computer, which is still used today, 30 years later, you're still looking at this mining data on a flat screen, and you can take your mouse and scroll it around, and you can see the deposit moving, and it looks very 3D, but it's not. The computer thinks it's 3D because it's using X, Y, and Z coordinates, but it's actually, you're seeing it through this medium. So that's where VR is important. You're putting the goggles on, and you're actually walking around inside the mining data, and it's a very Tron-like moment. If you've seen Tron, it's getting sucked into the video game. And that's the really exciting thing about VR. It really is a whole new way to see the data and to get a sense for what's happening underground, which has never been possible before. And so it's just in early days still, but everybody believes that VR is a very important tool for mining.
I agree. I mean, not many people as investors, actually majority of investors, do not have that opportunity to go to a mine site that they've invested into the company, take a look at what's actually happening out there. So your role is very important when it comes to educating the investors about the company they're investing in, their drill results, the site, and things like that. Talk to us a little bit about some of the guys you guys have worked with. I know you've got a big list of some of the clients and mines that you guys have profiled. Why don't you talk to us a little bit about that?
Sure. Yeah, we've in the last 14 years we've traveled around the world, going to different mine sites. We work with companies like Ivanhoe, Lucara Diamond, Semifo, and many others. They're all listed on our website. Some of the times we're just working locally in Vancouver. For instance, when we make mining animations, we don't have to leave the office. But oftentimes you need to get into the field to do video production and that sort of thing. And it's always exciting. We enjoy it.
So for someone like myself who doesn't really know much about AR, VR, when it comes to that side of things. I mean, I've been to your site. I really enjoyed watching some of the content that you guys have on there because it gives you a better insight into what's actually happening on these sites. I've said this before where in the past it's been a great PowerPoint with, drill results and holes and arrows pointing down. And what you guys are doing is really a game changer. What do you see AR, VR, and the use of it within the mining sector, sort of, what's the next sort of level for it?
Well, the next big thing, that's a good question. That's what I want to know also. So if you find out, let me know.
$1 million question, I guess, on what's going to be happening next. Talk to me a little, or our audience a little bit about some of the jurisdictions and mining areas that you guys might have gone into. Like, do you have any good stories for us?
Well, lots of good stories. We were just in Namibia a few weeks ago, and you never really know what it's going to be like until you get on the ground there. But I'm looking forward to going back one day. I got to find a way to get back there. But we've also had very interesting tours in Botswana where we take a couple extra days and go up to the north, go on safari, that sort of thing. There's always, every country has interesting things that you can go and see with Lundin Gold. We went to the equator and took photos with one foot on the northern hemisphere and another foot in the southern. So eating guinea pigs, I don't recommend that necessarily, personally.
At this time. Don't do that.
But back to the question about the next big thing. I think that VR is progressing rapidly. At this show last year, we had to have a $3,000 setup to show virtual reality.
Wow.
We had a gaming laptop, and then we had all these cords and wires and a 25-pound backpack to show our VR product. But this year, there's new technology out. The Oculus Quest is for $500. It weighs a few ounces and or a couple of pounds, I guess I should say. But it's a standalone piece, and it's basically the same power for the stuff that we're using it for. And so the hardware is progressing very quickly, and it's a really exciting time. So I think that the part of the next big thing is the hardware that's surrounding the VR, which is going to make it easier for everybody to use and cheaper. And then on the AR side, we do some AR products. We have because we'll do a 360 tour of a mine site. For instance, with Semifo. If you go to semifo360.com, you can use it on your desktop or on your phone or on your tablet and do a tour of their mining operation. Now we've also got an app on the phone that you can scan the business card to actually see some things pop out of it.
Oh, interesting.
And then using the phone, you can aim it at the carpet and pop up a portal. And the portal shows you Africa on the other side. And so from the trade show here, I could show you now, but it won't come across on camera very well. But you can walk through the portal and then start your 360 tour right from your phone. And it's kind of it's augmented reality. It's a cool new way to go and travel a mine and see what's going on over there.
I'm really curious about that. What's your app called?
It's called a Moon Patrol AR app.
That's right. Download it. I'm assuming it's available Android, Apple Store, and
Yes.
I'm actually gonna take care of that right
send you
after we're
off.
done here. I want to actually ask you a little bit about yourself. I know we've talked about Moon Patrol and your role within the mining space. What actually brought you? And you said you've been doing this for about 14 years. I imagine that probably longer than that is when you've been involved in the space. But what kind of brought you into the mining space? What encouraged you to create Moon Patrol?
Well, so I grew up in Val-d'Or, Quebec, and something that they teach you from a very early age, all through elementary school, is that one of the most important things in the world is mining, and it's a mining town. But that stuck with me. All of our class projects were surrounding mining. We got tours of Sigma Mine, at a young age, and so I think that stayed with me, and I've always been interested in this space. Now I get to go, and my father's a geologist, and so it's a family business. I have uncles and cousins that are in the business as well, and so it was just sort of I'm obviously more on the marketing side of the business, but still I get my hands dirty occasionally.
That's awesome. I really enjoyed sitting down with you, finding out a little bit more about Moon Patrol, your role within the mining space, and just that visual aspect of creating content around the different mine sites, the projects that are actually moving forward and going from that exploration stage into the production stages, and then from there. So Dan, is there anything else you wanted to cover that you might not have?
I think that's good. If anybody's curious for the other kind of things that we do, please have a look at our website, and I can be reached through there as well.
Why don't you let them know what the site is?
It's moonpatrolvr.com. Thanks.
Perfect. Dan, thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of the show.